Ladies and gentlemen, Janet Yellen just let everybody know the US got plenty of money. We got tons of money and we can do whatever we want with that tons and tons of money that we have. Then you need to fork over our reparations. That's the way I see it. If you got all these justifiable reasons on why you can finance wars, then you have enough cause and reason to give us reparations. Let's get into this story. This just came out moments ago. The US can afford to give money to both Israel and Ukraine since its economy is doing extremely well. Janet Yellen says. Oh, well, Janet Yellen, since the US is doing so well and the money is just flowing all over the place, then there's no excuse not to cut that check. Let's get into it, y'all. The nation's top Treasury official says the US don't have to pick or choose between aiding Israel and Ukraine in their ongoing military conflict. So it's been just over a week since Israel officially declared war on a Palestinian militant group, Hamas, after the group attacked several towns in southern Israel. Since the war began, President Joe Biden and U.S. lawmakers on both sides of the aisle offered support for Israel, while at the same time pushing for the country to preserve innocent Palestinian lives in Gaza. The war between Israel and Hamas started at the same time as the Russian invasion of Ukraine has been ongoing for over a year. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, I believe she's a Jewish woman, Yellen, has no doubt the U.S. can afford to aid both Israel and Ukraine. So she said they don't have any issues with shelling out money for both of these conflicts. Then the US is not hurting for money. They got tons of money. So the next time someone tells you that they can't give us reparations because they can't afford it, let them know what Janet Yellen says. She's saying that US got plenty of money. Plenty. So let's go on. America can certainly afford to stand with Israel and to support Israel military needs, and we also can and must support Ukraine in its struggle against Russia. Yellen told Sky News in a Monday interview. And look, the American economy is doing extremely well. Well, if that is the case, Janet Yellen, then there's no excuse for all of this inflation out here. And there's no excuse for you not to give us our reparations if the economy is booming out here. So, again, y'all, never let them get away with telling you there is no money for reparations because she is confirming that the US got tons of money. So, and look, the American economy is doing extremely well, she continued. Inflation has been high and it's been a concern to households. It's come down considerably. At the same time, we have about the strongest labor market we have seen in 50 years with 3.8% unemployment. Importantly, though, getting money to Israel and Ukraine requires congressional legislation. The House continues to be paralyzed as Republican lawmakers struggle to elect a new Speaker of the House. Since Kevin McCartney was ousted in wake of the most recent budget fight, Yellen acknowledged it's really up to the House to seat a speaker and to put us in a position where legislation can be passed, adding that it shows that there's a problem in the Republican Party in terms of being able to effectively govern the country. And it is important that we be able to pass legislation. So, make sure you keep the door open to fund these wars. That's what she's letting you know. Yeah, well, keep that door open for our reparations. Biden also expressed his commitment to support both Israel and Ukraine during a CBS interview, 60 Minutes, on Sunday. We're the United States of America, for God's sakes. The most powerful nation in the history, not the world, in the history of the world, he said. Good, then give us our reparations, Joe Biden. Instead of you and Janet Yellen sitting on interviews boasting about everything you got, why don't you give us our reparations? Because if you got money for these wars, you got money for our reparations. Okay, you got it. And then he said, we can take care of both of these and still maintain our overall international defense. Then you got a lot of money. Last month, Congress let emergency funds to Ukraine lapse due to GOP opposition to the aid. The New York Times reported on Sunday that Biden is planning to push Congress to pass an emergency package that would pair aid for both Israel and Ukraine. And I did a video on that. And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer told reporters in Israel that he would not wait for the House to elect a speaker as the conflict in Ukraine and Israel continue. We believe if we put together a strong package and pass it with an overwhelming, strong bipartisan majority, it will put pressure on the House one way or another to act, Schumer said. So, y'all, everybody got money, everybody got might. So since you can get all this stuff done, and that's another thing, they always boast about everything they can get done. Well, then you need to get our reparations done too. You love boasting about what you got, what you do, how strong you are, what you can pass. Good. I'm glad you can do all of those things. Now get our reparations to us. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.